For centuries, pirates have captured our imaginations, embodying a sense of adventure, rebellion, and freedom on the high seas. From the swashbuckling heroes of Hollywood to the legendary tales passed down through generations, pirates hold a unique place in our collective consciousness. They're often portrayed as charismatic rogues, living by their own rules and challenging the established order. The image of a pirate captain with a parrot on his shoulder and a cutlass in hand has become an iconic symbol of daring and defiance. But what is it about these outlaws of the ocean that continues to fascinate us? Perhaps it is their embodiment of a life less ordinary, a rejection of societal constraints in pursuit of fortune and freedom. Or maybe it is the allure of the unknown, the vastness of the sea mirroring the boundless possibilities and hidden dangers that their lives represented. Whatever the reason, the enduring appeal of pirates lies in their ability to transport us to a world of adventure, where danger lurks around every corner and the stakes are always high. Life at sea was fraught with peril for even the most seasoned sailor, and pirates faced additional dangers. Storms, disease, and naval battles were constant threats, and the life expectancy of a pirate was shockingly short. Furthermore, the romanticized notion of pirates adhering to a strict code of conduct is often exaggerated. While some pirate crews did operate under agreed-upon articles which outlined the distribution of treasure and rules of conduct, pirate life was often brutal and unpredictable. Discipline was harsh, and mutiny was an ever-present danger for captains who failed to maintain the loyalty of their crew. Despite the harsh realities, pirates left an undeniable mark on history, influencing maritime law, shaping international trade routes, and leaving behind a legacy of tales that continue to enthrall us today. Prepare to embark on a journey into the heart of pirate lore where we'll separate historical truths from embellished legends. We'll uncover the motivations that drew men and women to a life of piracy, explore the intricacies of their surprisingly democratic societies, and analyze the tactics they employed to amass their ill-gotten gains. Join us as we hoist the sails and set course for adventure on the high seas, unraveling the mysteries and complexities of the pirate brotherhood. From the swashbuckling tales to the harsh realities, we will uncover the captivating truth behind these legendary figures who sailed under the black flag. Ahoy, mateys, and set your sights on the 17th and 18th centuries, the golden age of piracy. This era witnessed an unprecedented surge in maritime raiding, fueled by political upheaval and economic opportunity. European powers, locked in a struggle for control of trade routes, spawned skilled sailors and privateers. Privateers, authorized to plunder enemy ships, often turned to piracy when peace treaties were signed. The line between privateering and piracy blurred, leading many to a life of crime on the high seas. The allure of wealth and harsh naval life made piracy irresistible for many. The Atlantic, teeming with merchant ships, became a hunting ground for pirates. The Caribbean emerged as a hotbed of piracy. With its strategic location and hidden coves, pirates launched daring raids, amassing fortunes and striking fear into sailors. The success of any pirate enterprise hinged on safe havens, clandestine ports, where crews could repair their ships and resupply. These havens were bustling hubs, often operating with the approval of corrupt officials. Port Royal, Jamaica epitomized the lawless spirit of piracy known as the wickedest city on earth. Taverns overflowed with drunken sailors and gambling dens operated around the clock. Nassau in the Bahamas became a pirate republic ruled by pirate captains. These havens were far from idyllic. Life was brutal with rampant disease and violence. Yet they offered pirates a taste of freedom, living life on their own terms. The Caribbean, with its turquoise waters, swaying palm trees, and promise of hidden treasures, has become synonymous with the romantic image of piracy. But was this tropical paradise truly a pirate's utopia? Or did the reality of life in this region belie its idyllic facade? While the Caribbean certainly offered advantages to those who sailed under the black flag, it was also a place of intense competition, constant danger, and unforgiving conditions. The Caribbean's strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes made it a prime target for pirate attacks. Spanish galleons, laden with gold and silver from the mines of South America, sailed these waters, making them irresistible prey for ambitious pirate crews. However, this concentration of wealth also attracted fierce competition from European naval forces, eager to protect their own interests and stamp out piracy in the region. Life in the Caribbean was far from idyllic for pirates. The tropical climate, while alluring to those accustomed to colder climates, also brought with it a host of dangers. Hurricanes posed a constant threat, capable of decimating entire fleets in a matter of hours. Diseases like malaria and yellow fever were rampant, claiming the lives of countless sailors. Food and fresh water were often scarce, and the intense heat and humidity made life aboard ship a grueling ordeal. While the Caribbean Sea often steals the spotlight in pirate lore, the reach of these maritime outlaws extended far beyond these warm waters. From the icy expanses of the North Atlantic to the bustling trade routes of the Indian Ocean, pirates operated on a global scale, leaving their mark on history and shaping the destinies of nations. In the frigid waters off the coast of North America, pirates like Blackbeard terrorized shipping lanes, blockading ports and amassing vast fortunes. These pirates braved treacherous storms and icy conditions, proving that their thirst for adventure and wealth knew no geographical bounds. Their exploits became legendary, inspiring both fear and fascination among those who dared to sail these northern waters. Across the Atlantic, the Barbary coast of North Africa became another hotbed of piracy. The Barbary pirates, operating from states along the North African coast, terrorized Mediterranean shipping for centuries. These pirates, often operating with the tacit approval of their rulers, engaged in large-scale slave raiding, capturing ships and holding their crews for ransom or selling them into slavery. The Indian Ocean, a center of trade and cultural exchange for millennia, also witnessed its share of pirate activity. From the Red Sea to the Strait of Malacca, pirates preyed on merchant vessels carrying spices, silks, and other valuable commodities. These pirates, often operating in well-organized fleets, challenged the dominance of European powers in the region, disrupting trade and leaving a lasting impact on the political and economic landscape. Few names in history evoke the same sense of dread and fascination as Blackbeard, the notorious pirate who terrorized the Caribbean and the American colonies in the early 18th century. His very name conjures images of a fearsome figure with a long black beard, said to have been braided with lit fuses to strike terror into the hearts of his enemies. Born Edward Teach, or Thatch, Blackbeard's early life remains shrouded in mystery. We know he emerged on the pirate scene around 1716, joining the crew of Captain Benjamin Hornigold, a well-known pirate operating in the Caribbean. Blackbeard quickly rose through the ranks, earning a reputation for ruthlessness and brutality that surpassed even that of his seasoned captain. In 1717, Blackbeard acquired his own ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, a powerful frigate that he armed with 40 cannons and manned with a loyal crew of hardened pirates. With this formidable vessel at his command, Blackbeard embarked on a reign of terror, blockading the port of Charleston, South Carolina, and capturing numerous ships along the American coast. Blackbeard's reign of terror, however, was to be short-lived. In November 1718, he was tracked down and killed in a fierce battle with Lieutenant Robert Maynard of the British Royal Navy. Blackbeard, known for his fighting prowess, died a violent death, reportedly sustaining multiple gunshot and sword wounds before succumbing to his injuries. Anne Bonny and Mary Read defied gender norms, becoming legendary pirates. Disguised as men, they sailed, raided, and fought fiercely. Bonny, born in Ireland, fled societal constraints for adventure. She joined Calico Jack Rackham's crew, proving her mettle. Read, disguised as a boy, served in the British military. Captured by pirates, she joined their ranks, meeting Bonny. Together, they became a formidable duo, inspiring their crew. Captain William Kidd, a name synonymous with buried treasure and tales of betrayal, remains one of the most enigmatic figures in pirate history. Was he a ruthless pirate who amassed a fortune through plunder and deceit? Or was he a victim of circumstance, a privateer turned scapegoat by powerful enemies? The truth, as is often the case with historical figures, likely lies somewhere in between. Born in Scotland in 1645, Kidd embarked on a maritime career at a young age. He gained a reputation as a skilled sailor and a capable commander, eventually settling in New York, where he married a wealthy widow and established himself as a respected member of colonial society. However, the allure of adventure and the promise of riches drew him back to the sea. In 1696, Kidd accepted a commission as a privateer, tasked by the British government with hunting down pirates in the Indian Ocean. He set sail aboard the Adventure Galley, a powerful ship armed with 34 cannons, with high hopes of returning a hero laden with captured treasure. Kidd's voyage, however, took a disastrous turn. He encountered difficulties finding his intended prey, and his crew, restless and eager for riches, pressured him to engage in piracy. Kidd eventually succumbed, capturing several ships, including the Quedagh Merchant, a treasure-laden vessel sailing under the Mughal flag. Bartholomew Roberts, known as Black Bart or the Gentleman Pirate, was a Welshman who became one of the most successful pirates of the Golden Age. Known for his flamboyant attire and strict code of conduct, Roberts left a trail of captured ships and plundered treasure. In 1719, he was captured by pirates led by Howell Davis. Impressed by his skills, Davis invited him to join their ranks. Roberts quickly rose to command after Davis's death. Under his command, the pirates captured hundreds of ships. In 1722, his reign ended off the coast of West Africa when he was caught by a British naval squadron. Roberts died in battle, cementing his legend as one of the most successful pirates of the Golden Age. The allure of pirate treasure has captivated imaginations for centuries. Piracy was a high-risk, high-reward business driven by profit. Pirates targeted ships and coastal settlements, seizing valuable goods. Successful raids could yield fortunes, but instability and threats loomed large. Pirates seized anything of value, including food, textiles, weapons, and naval supplies. The distribution of plundered wealth among pirate crews was surprisingly democratic. Pirate crews operated under agreed-upon articles outlining rules and division of spoils. Captains received larger shares, but disparities were less extreme. Articles included provisions for compensating injured crew members. This system fostered unity and purpose among pirate crews. Tales of buried pirate treasure have captivated imaginations for centuries. Historical evidence suggests that burying treasure was rare. Pirates spent their earnings quickly on earthly pleasures. Notable exceptions include Captain William Kidd, who buried loot on Gardiner's Island. The allure of pirate treasure lies in the mystery and adventure it represents. Pirate loot was diverse, reflecting practical needs at sea. Pirates seized food, water, and naval supplies from merchant vessels. Essential commodities included salted meat. Essential commodities included biscuits. Essential commodities included fresh water. Naval supplies like sails were prime targets. Naval supplies like ropes were prime targets. Naval supplies like gunpowder were prime targets. Pirates also seized goods like textiles for profit. Pirates also seized goods like tobacco for profit. Pirates also seized goods like spices for profit. The Jolly Roger, a black flag with a skull and crossbones, symbolized piracy. It struck fear into sailors and signaled that resistance was futile. The origins of the Jolly Roger are debated, but it became a powerful symbol. It represented pirates' ruthlessness and defiance of authority. Raising the Jolly Roger was a statement of independence and rejection of societal norms. The image of pirates burying treasure is fueled by popular culture. Historical evidence suggests that this practice was uncommon. Pirates spent their gains quickly on pleasures. Burying treasure was impractical for those living raid to raid. Notable cases include Captain William Kidd, who buried loot on Gardiner's Island. Pirates relied on order and cooperation within their crews. Pirate codes, or articles, governed interactions and maintained order. These codes addressed the division of plunder and discipline. Clear systems for distributing treasure prevented disputes. Punishments for offences were severe to maintain order. Pirates developed a unique language of nautical jargon, slang, and coded terms. This language fostered camaraderie and secrecy within their ranks. Practical seafaring terms were adopted by pirates. Pirates also created their own slang and coded expressions. This language set them apart and bound them together in their pursuit of freedom and treasure. The life of a pirate was fraught with peril and uncertainty. Kings offered pardons to rid the seas of pirates. Accepting a pardon meant abandoning the pirate life and often betraying shipmates. Some pirates successfully transitioned to legitimate lives. Others sought anonymity in remote areas to escape their pasts. Henry Every, known as Long Ben, remains an elusive figure in pirate history. His daring exploits and disappearance have captivated imaginations. Every led a mutiny and seized control of the Charles II's. He targeted the treasure-laden ships of the Mughal Empire. Every's ultimate fate remains a mystery, adding to his legend. The life of Woodes Rogers offers a unique perspective on the complex world of piracy in the Golden Age. Rogers, a skilled sailor and relentless pirate hunter, navigated the treacherous waters of the early 18th century. In 1708, he gained notoriety as the captain of the Duke, a privateer vessel that embarked on a 3-year circumnavigation of the globe. On Juan Fernandez Island, Rogers encountered Alexander Selkirk, whose story inspired Robinson Crusoe. After rescuing Selkirk, Rogers returned to England in 1711, celebrated for his exploits. The golden age of piracy waned in the early 18th century. European powers asserted dominance at sea, combating piracy effectively. Governments expanded their navies, patrolling key shipping lanes. Professional navies and advanced tactics made piracy difficult. Decline of pirate havens like Port Royal and Nassau. Governments pressured colonial authorities to enforce anti-piracy laws. The golden age of piracy may have ended centuries ago, but the allure of the pirate myth remains as strong as ever. Pirates represent a powerful symbol of rebellion against the mundane and the oppressive. They embody a spirit of independence, a yearning for a world where rules are made to be broken. The vastness of the ocean, its unpredictable nature, has always held a powerful allure for humankind. The enduring appeal of the pirate myth lies in its ability to transport us to a world of adventure. Pirates of the Golden Age, once feared criminals, have transformed into cultural icons. Embraced by popular culture, their images and exploits reimagined for various narratives. From Treasure Island to Pirates of the Caribbean, pirates captivate imaginations. Films like Captain Blood and Pirates of the Caribbean make pirates box office gold. Pirates permeate video games, slot machines, and even breakfast cereals. Their attire and playful greetings are staples of costume parties and sports events. The enduring fascination with pirates, their transformation from historical figures to cultural icons, speaks to a deeper yearning within the human spirit. Pirates, in their rejection of societal norms, their embrace of risk and adventure, and their pursuit of freedom on their own terms, embody a spirit of rebellion that resonates with something primal within us. In a world increasingly defined by rules, regulations, and the relentless pursuit of material wealth, pirates remind us that there is another way to live. A life less ordinary. A life lived on one's own terms. even if it means sailing against the tide. They represent a rejection of the mundane, a celebration of the extraordinary, a yearning for a life filled with adventure, camaraderie, and the freedom to chart one's own course. The pirate myth, in its romanticized and often inaccurate portrayal of these historical figures, nevertheless captures an essential truth about the human spirit: our innate desire for freedom, our fascination with the unknown, and our capacity for both great daring and great compassion. So the next time you see a Jolly Roger flag waving in the breeze or hear a hearty "Ahoy, matey!" don't dismiss it as mere childish fantasy. Instead, embrace the spirit of adventure, the thirst for freedom, and the reminder that even in a world bound by rules, there is always room for a little rebellion, a little camaraderie, and a whole lot of swashbuckling fun.